So, you're a newcomer to Indonesia? Well, allow me to school you on how to enter the country like a true bule. Wait, here we go. I said a word you didn't hear before. Bule. Now, what does that mean? Well, that is how Indonesians describe foreigners, especially white-skinned ones. However, I believe it's starting to change, to fit all appearances. They say that it's a Javanese word for albino. Yes, I appreciate you probably worked up a nice tan, or you don't fit that description. Remember, the world is a big place, and yes, minds and thoughts do differ. But since you're watching this channel, I hope I can make your experience of Indonesia somewhat simple in a very beautiful, exotic, delicious, and chaotic part of the world. Along the way, I'll make sure to introduce you to a couple of words, phrases, concepts, and stories that are somewhat exclusive to Indonesia. Best part is, Indonesian is a very easy language to pick up. Well, I think so. Before I forget, Indonesians speak Bahasa. But what you should know that Bahasa simply means language. So for example, if you wish to say English language in Indonesian, you would be saying Bahasa Inggris. But if you were referring to Indonesian, you would say Bahasa Indonesia. Or if you're referring to a language of one of the islands or within Indonesia, you would say Bahasa Jawa or Bahasa Palembang or Bahasa I don't know, something else. So get used to this word Bahasa. Hungry? Lapar. That's what hungry means in Bahasa. And people become lapar every often in Indonesia. So that means it's time for makan. Makan means food. 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 Make sure that if you are lapar, is that you keep on you a bag of bakwan. Bakwan is a very famous snack in Indonesia. It's battered flour with vegetables including corn and sometimes shrimp. It's greasy, it's yummy, and I bet you want some, don't you? Well, this bag is all for me. Welcome to the wonderful world of food. As you descend to one of the many food courts across Jakarta, you'll find that these guys are not burger brats, and hate to say it, there's not a McDonald's or Burger King in sight, which is good. You shouldn't go abroad to eat McDonald's anyway. Well, I'm about to head to Sari Begindo to try some Padang food. I noticed so many restaurants are named after Sari. Who is Sari anyway? Well, I got a sister-in-law named Sari. So we have rendang, which is slow-cooked beef. And if you want the ingredients and cooking instructions, look it up, because I'm not a cooking program. We have kangkung, which is akin to spinach and really healthy. Yum. And then we have ayam, which is not what I am, it is chicken. And teh tawar, which is not a tea tower, it's jasmine tea. You know me, I like to be sarcastic. Well, time to crack on with a caffeine fix. Or as my boss once put it, a Java infusion. Yes. As New Yorkers put it, I need to get some coffee. Or as Indonesians say, minum kopi. Reading menus, does it get me there quicker? Yes it does. But there are some strange names here. Sumatra Mandeling. has been described as one of the best coffees in the world. It's smooth, earthy, and somewhat has a chocolatey flavor. But let me tell you a story of an amazing coffee I had called Cappuccino Toraja. Okay, I admit, the lumps in the cappuccino will make you think that somebody took a crap over my coffee. But in fact, it's the total opposite. That was indeed the best cappuccino I ever had and you'll ever have. And if you're up for some strong coffee, check out Bengawan Solo. Now my friend and guide Wahyu has a laid-back approach to life, and he taught me a word in Indonesian which means relax, but it sounds more like a cocktail by the pool, which, yeah, strangely they do seem to go together with relax, and that is santai. Right, Wahyu?
Relax bro, santai.
Spacious. You know, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I find myself in strange situations. My dear guide Wahyu has a funny sense of humor, and you're about to find out.
Do you want to use the bike?
Which bike?
Everything. Like orange? Pinky? Oh no, orange. Blue? I think you could.
Did you just say pink?
Yeah.
Alright. He just said I look cute in a pink bicycle.
Santai bro.
Of course, Wahyu also showed me the prison of the governor. He kept it pretty occupied, and I never realized how small the cells were. Anyways, I had a great time. What's this? Dutch?
No, this is Dutch, this is Indonesian, this is the Tiketong. Tiketong is Jakarta hero.
Jakarta hero. He fought the Dutch. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, to kick them out?
Yeah.
Wow, he's wearing sungkok a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I could say one thing. The people of the past were very simple, definitely in their taste of decor and architecture. And Wahyu seemed interested in the table, so I let him do what he wanted to. He's having fun. This is the old Jakarta. Batavia. That's what the Dutch called it. That's why it's called Batawi.
Yeah.
From the word Batavia. But Jakarta comes from the word Jayakarta, right? Great city. What more can one ask for? A life of adventures and friends to share it with. Two brothers from completely different sides of the world. Wahyu seemed to be the type of friend you always wanted. Funny and ready for anything. And you know what? This guy knows Indonesia like the back of his hand. I do wonder where he gets his sense of humor though. I mean, riding pink bicycles? Well, one thing I could share with you, he spent a lot of time on the road and could share with you stories of his life of stress, sacrifice, and a lot of cigarettes. Who knows what's on the horizon? Well, I'll be hitting the road someday, on to Sulawesi, but I can't go without my buddy Wahyu.
Oh yeah!
Now, Indonesia is a very friendly country and all that, but one thing you're gonna have to understand when you come to Jakarta is it has some seriously ridiculous traffic, to the point that if any country invaded, they would crush them with their traffic. They have an endless supply of motorcycles that intensify the traffic by 4,000%, and most likely you'll wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of motorcycles. And do you know that Indonesians have a name for it? The average Indonesian most likely says this phrase up to 20 times a day, and that is macet. Macet, macet, macet.
Bukan, itu tuh
Terus apa dong?
orang-orang kaya. Bukan yang ini.
Orang kaya maksudnya?
Apa sih?
Ada-ada aja sih.
Iya, jadi dia
Kayak kurang kerjaan gitu.
punya
Punya apa?
apa sih, semacam geng gitu loh.
Oh, kirain,
Semacam apa sih, kumpulan gitu, punya grup ya,
terus
grup apa gitu, terus dia udah
ke jalan.
dia main satu grup itu dikasih tahu nih untuk malam minggu ini ayo kita
jalan
kumpul,
tur.
ya
tur,
gitu
tur
keliling
road
Jakarta gitu,
Keliling Jakarta. Oh my god.
muter-muter malam.
Ya Allah, pakai polisi segala gitu ya.
So they're gangsters, huh? They're like,
No, it is like there is a bunch of kids. you
Yeah,
know,
doing-
rich kids.
doing those
And
little
then,
pranks and.
in a group, so he will just meet some.
You never fail to find some really exciting and unique experiences in Jakarta. This would be a crunched up beetle. Life as an extra in Hollywood ain't fun. After filming Star Wars, the stormtroopers need to make money somehow, so they took up DJing. Custom made.
Donut, 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 donut. Juice, 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 juice.
There is a place Kokas.
What Kokas?
Mas yang ada tentang oleh
Whatever he's saying, you are not hearing it.
Jus, alpukat, mangga, jambu, sirsatnya. Mas yang donatnya boleh. Hah?
From Solo. This is the new in thing, huh? Batik is the traditional shirt from Indonesia, and they wear it once a week. And it's wine, lemon and green.
Ini aslinya nang Jawa, nang Solo.
And Solo.
Kalau ini aku nang Tamrin City.
I was so happy upon receiving my batiks, I decided to kick a batik freestyle. But I say it's antique. You look at old like an antique, but I'm looking fresh on batik. What? I got the round, brother. Skill, technique. You gotta swing and do the dance. I just make them go out like class. I got class, girl, and you ain't got a chance. style. You just move, but I dance. Wahyu, I want to ask you a question. Follow me. Come, follow me. I want to ask you a question. Tell me something. You're Indonesian, correct?
Yep.
You're Indonesian, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I have one question I don't understand about Indonesia. Can you help me? Come. See over there?
Yeah.
Those are bikes.
Yeah.
Those are all bikes.
Yeah.
How do you remember which one is yours?
Yeah. So many bikes.
So many bikes.
So many bikes.
Did you ever forget where your bike was before? Did you forget where I put my bike?
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think last day.
Last day,
last
huh?
day.
You forgot where your bike was.
I forgot my bike.
See, it's very easy to forget where you parked your bike.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
It's always the same. So it's bike. Yes. Bike.
Yes. So now, how will you remember next time?
I think
You'll need-
different bike.
You need to change the color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it this color.
What? You really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The concept of the eat-to-eat restaurant is that you would approach the reception area and load up a card with credit. Afterwards, you can approach one of the many restaurants and just swipe the card for each purpose. I consider this a symbol of national pride and modern heritage. Well, at least in the food point of view anyway. This by no means is a buffet. This is a library of food. And lots of it. Satay, rice, spice, and everything is damn nice. Introducing the best dessert in a glass. Es chow. Would you believe there are actually beans in that drink? Sweet beans, that is. Very nice stuff. Asian bakeries have an interesting concept. In Western countries, the baker packs the item you've chosen. In Asia, you use tongs and place your choices on a tray and then take them to be packed. Yes, the process is longer, but if you see the queue, you will begin to understand why it's a good distraction tool. This is the national dish of Indonesia. Allow me to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, to nasi goreng, which literally means fried rice. But I admit, this isn't the most flattering and presentable version of it, but there we are. All I can say is, dessert, Indonesian style. Tell me, what does this bowl here, I'm supposed to do with it? Am I supposed to put it in here?
No.
What do you do with this?
It's like you know what? Wait. This is a bean,
Okay.
not the water in here.
Okay.
It's like a
Soup.
yeah.
Ah, soup. Like soup. So you just eat it like soup.
Yep.
And this sambal right here.
Yeah.
You put it here or in there?
There.
In there.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Tell me again, what's the name of your food?
This is sago pecel.
Sago pecel.
Jawa Timur.
Ah, sago pecel.
Sago
Okay.
pecel.
Okay. Yalla.
This is tofu. This is tempe.
Okay, tempe.
This is empal.
Empal.
Say empal.
Empal. Is this fish or meat?
Meat.
Ah, you found empal. Nice. Okay. Bismillah. Well, after a turbulent flight, we finally reached Kuala Namu Airport in Medan. The weather was humid. The airport was impressive, but I never realized how far away it was from Lake Toba. Only until we reached did we realize that we could have flown directly to Lake Toba via Selangit Airport. Oh well, live and learn. Andy came with his family to visit Sumatra with us. He was very happy, him and his family. One thing I learned, when life presents you with opportunities, take them. After landing, to a turbulent flight, I can only say one word. Yeah. And now I'm about to go North Sumatra and see the famous Lake Toba. It'll be a deep insight into the life of the Batak people. Interesting poster. Dag, dig, dug. Which is meant to be the heartbeat. Ironically. Ironically chicken.
Sini aja nggak apa-apa mas. Nggak ada lagi mas. Berapa lama Pak dari sini?
Kalau nggak jam sekitar 4 jam Bu.
Sekitar 4 jam ya?
Iya Bu, kalau nggak jam Bu ya.
Tapi itu lewat jalan ini kalau udah langsung ya, lurus aja. Aku kalau lihat di map itu kayaknya lurus aja. Gitu.
Kelihatannya Bu.
Kelihatan ya, padahal enggak ya?
Enggak. Banyak tikungannya kalau udah mau sampai dari Siantar menuju Parapatnya Bu.
Oh gitu.
Ya itu ciri khasnya. Karena di sana daerah pegunungan Bu.
Dingin ya berarti ya?
Iya Bu. Suhu di antara 23 di antara 18 ke 23.
Kalau siang?
Kalau siang biasa normal sekitar 29, 28 gitu.
Oh gitu ya.
Kalau malam minta AC baru lucu Bu kalau di sana minta AC. Ikon kan?
Tapi banyak nyamuk gak Mas?
Enggak Bu. Kalau Parapat masih tergolong apa Bu? Nyamuk agak jarang lah. Kalau apalagi di hotelnya bagus,
Dingin ya?
bersih, iya dingin.
Oh.
Hotelnya view-nya bagus.
Bapak kerja di sana di Patra?
Enggak.
Oh enggak ya?
Iya.
Kirain Bapak kerja di Patra. Hotelnya gimana Pak? Ini bagus?
Bagus. Karena
Dekat
apanya
itu ya?
Pertamina kan?
Oh punya Pertamina?
Iya.
Oh gitu.
Toll gates are everywhere across Indonesia. There's no escaping them. So my advice, make sure you keep spare change with you. palm tree. Yeah. Also, my country has palm tree. You know Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai.
Oh, from Dubai.
Dubai. But my country very hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. Panas.
Panas. Yeah.
This is the biggest lake in Asia.
This is it, yeah, number 2 in the world.
Where's the biggest?
Sorry,
Russia, I think.
Adik pintar ya. Nyampe nya bangun udah nyampe. Iya. Bangun udah nyampe.
You want to play with the monkey?
Mana mau? Mari si monkey. Ini monkey kecil.
Finally made it to the hotel after hours and hours of travel.
Kakak bisa lari-lari ya. Kakak bisa main-main dan lari-lari ya.
Lake Toba is located in northern Sumatra within Indonesia. It is the world's biggest volcanic or crater lake in the world, and I had my eye on visiting the place since 2010. And the weather is absolutely amazing. Such a beautiful view. The lake is beautiful. In front of me is a gigantic island in the middle of the lake called Samosir, which they say is bigger than Singapore. To Lake Toba. One day it'll be a place where many people come. Imagine waking up to this beautiful view, mist, cool air, and the lush scenery. And also moving forward, the hotel had an interesting presentation. Along with its indigenous Batak architecture, feast your eyes on the mural. I admit, the Batak have adopted a Western lifestyle. It still fascinates me that there is amongst the people a group indigenous to Lake Toba itself. We were on our way down to the local port, which will take us to the town of Tomak on the island of Samosir. It's funny having to go to a port on a lake. Samosir is an island located inside the gigantic Lake Toba. We went to check out life on the island, and of course, like most civilizations, the people traded in fruits, vegetables, clothes, artifacts, and souvenirs. But what caught my eye was the Toban architecture and a tomb of a ruler of the Batak people. Beep beep, macet. Hey. Beep beep.
Tapi warna L itu SL, ini kan SL nih.
I'm on Samosir Island and I'm now about to visit a heritage village of the Batak people. But what's disappointing is they didn't say Horas to me, which is a shame because everywhere you go here in Batak land, they often greet you with Horas.
Good.
This documentary was made out of love for Indonesia, and honestly folks, I didn't want to really tell the story in the way that you see in documentaries or by other YouTubers. Indonesia has so much to see, and all I gave you was just a hint. There is more up ahead, and let's see. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Well, this is it. End of the road. It's been a wonderful journey. No matter how many times I come to Indonesia, it still fascinates me. The people, the places, the views, the food. I often yearn for this place a lot. I come to the conclusion that the best way to discover Indonesia is by the road. And you know what? I recommend everyone to do the same thing that I wish to do, which is to discover Indonesia by bike. You'll discover more about yourself, you'll discover the world, and you'll leap into the unknown. Who knows what tomorrow brings? As the Indonesians say, hati-hati. Take care everyone, and thanks for the support. Ah yeah. Hey Wahyu.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Hi bro.
Everything alright? You good? Good. So it's the end of your day.
Yeah.
I know you just came from inside.
Yeah.
But I have a question to ask you. Where have you parked your bike?
What?
Yeah, your bike. Where have you parked your bike?
My bike. Where parking? Oh
So you really didn't forget to park your bike, right?
No, I remember.
You remember, right?
Lihat cewek materi yang betul loh yo, mana wong cowok, masa masih hijau. Lihat cewek materi yang betul loh yo. Nasi goreng.
Kenapa pakai nasi goreng? Kenapa juga nasi goreng sama tongseng? Nggak nyambung deh goblok.
And I found out the hard way that big guys should not play basketball.